Network.
Now, from the area's leader in live local news, this is WYLN News, the area's #1 source of live local news and information in Luzerne, Schuylkill, Carbon, and Columbia counties. WYLN News starts now.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us on WYLN News. I'm Paula Degnan. Police are on the lookout for a bank robbery suspect in Columbia County. Berwick police say this man robbed the Fulton Bank on South Poplar Street in Berwick on Tuesday after 3 p.m. Officers say the man entered the bank wearing dark clothing, his head and face almost completely covered. He handed bank personnel a handwritten note saying that he had a bomb and demanded money. He was given cash and then fled the scene by running away from the bank. The bank robbery was an isolated event and no one was hurt during the incident. Anyone with information on the robbery is asked to call 911. One student is now facing charges and 6 others expected to be charged that after 2 separate fights this week at Hazleton Area High School. The first fight happened Tuesday afternoon in the parking lot where one person was sent to the hospital. A school police officer was almost hit as a vehicle sped out of the lot. The license plate was captured and officials went to the home of the individual to conduct interviews. The incident was caught on school surveillance cameras. A second fight occurred in the school cafeteria Wednesday involving 2 students.
One student was charged with aggravated assault, simple assault, and disorderly conduct, and they were lodged in a juvenile detention center in Tunkhannock. The other student that was involved is probably going to be charged with disorderly conduct, but we're not completed with the investigation yet.
A security guard and school police officer sustained injuries while attempting to break it up. The student is also expected to face an expulsion hearing. Charges were filed against a Tamaqua man that after he allegedly assaulted a woman after an argument began inside of a vehicle back on January 7th in Rush Township. According to police, 34-year-old Eric Mahan allegedly punched and bit the female victim while she was driving. She put the car in park and got out of the vehicle. He followed. He continued the assault by forcing her to the ground, where he repeatedly hit her head off the ground and squeezed her throat. She suffered numerous injuries, and Mahan now faces charges of strangulation, aggravated assault, simple assault, and reckless endangerment. He's locked up after failing to post $30,000 bail. A Wilkes-Barre man with a long rap sheet now faces charges that he allegedly held a woman captive in his home over the weekend. Police were called to an address on Laurel Street around 7 o'clock Saturday morning. A woman there telling them that she was attacked and held against her will at the home of 39-year-old Matthew Guile. She said Guile allegedly called her names, forced her to undress, and molested her. She escaped from the home and ran to a neighboring residence in order to get help. Guile, who already spent time in prison for other convictions, is now being charged with aggravated indecent assault, making terroristic threats, unlawful restraint, and simple assault. He was arraigned yesterday and taken to prison, unable to post $20,000 bail. Police in Wilkes-Barre warning the public about a recent rash of robberies that are taking place in the North End and East End sections of the city. At least 12 people have been robbed since September. The latest incident happened on Tuesday. There, a man was beaten and robbed while walking in the Heights section. He told police he was grabbed from behind, thrown to the ground, and punched in the face before the robber took his wallet and fled the scene. The suspect in the North End section, described as a black male that has been targeting older men. A group of 2 or 3 black males armed with a handgun are being sought in the East End robberies, and anyone with information is asked to call Wilkes-Barre Police at 570-208-4200. This morning, in front of a sold-out Greater Hazleton Chamber red carpet breakfast, Hazleton Mayor Jeff Cassatt gave his annual State of the City address. WILN's Gary Perna was there with all the details.
New hires, new equipment, safer streets, and economic development were the highlights of Mayor Jeff Cassatt's State of the City address given this morning at the Greater Hazleton Chamber of Commerce breakfast. Cassatt highlighted the hiring of more cops and firefighters and an addition of new equipment to the city's fleet.
We talked about some of the totals of grants, over $4 million with $5 million in projects, plus 2 cops, plus 3 firefighters. And we also talked about the 30 or so vehicles that the city has got without using taxpayer money. No property tax money has been utilized for a lot of things, and people should appreciate that.
The mayor also highlighted some of the positives that took place in 2018 in the city.
Some of the major positive that was going on was the events like the Independence Day, the fireworks celebration, which was hugely attended, and from fireworks you could see for miles and miles around. And then also the Christmas tree lighting ceremony. It was a beautiful situation with the kids of the dance class, the singers, MPB players, the high school band, So all those things are feel-good events for the city.
The mayor also talked about a new 2 million square foot building and an 800,000 square foot building that could be built in the Heights Industrial Park off of Route 424. The mayor did not release the name of the company that's looking at building the 2 facilities in the city, but it could bring up to 600 new jobs to the area. Cassatt did say that there are some hang-ups that the company is trying to work through. If the buildings are built, it could mean big money for the city of Hazleton.
New businesses coming in, and for a lot of longtime family businesses that are in our downtown area, again, that progress and everyone working collaboratively. I know that one of the questions that the mayor got was, what does he see as most important thing coming forward, and the collaboration not only of the chamber, the different city departments, but Downtown Hazleton Alliance for Progress, but the business owners themselves, and getting engaged and involved, that we can all work collaboratively and collectively for a brighter vision for our city.
Malone said having the mayor kick off the 2019 Red Carpet Series is always a great pleasure for the chamber.
Mayor gave an exceptional recap of what happened in 2018 and some exciting things in 2019.
There's a few things we've been working on for a while now. Obviously the streetlight project is a major goal. I said when I first campaigned 3 years ago, I wanted to change all the streetlights. So yesterday the field evaluation was done. So we'll start the process of changing out all the streetlights and making them LED compatible. The bus storage facility is going to be huge.
Cassatt also highlighted the drop in crime in the city. According to crime data completed by the police department, crime was down in 2018 by 17%. And since 2015, crime is down 44%. And the numbers of reported crimes involving murder and homicide have fallen from 2 cases in 2017 to 0 cases in 2018. Many in attendance here at the Red Carpet Breakfast this morning heard from Mayor Jeff Cassatt give a recap of 2018 and also a look ahead to 2019. And many in attendance said they're happy to see the city finally on the right track and moving forward. In downtown Hazleton, for WILN News, I'm Gary Perna.
A meeting will be held at the end of the month in Banks Township, that concerning the Jeansville mine fire. The Pennsylvania Department of Environmental Protection will host the meeting at the Tresco Hosey on Wednesday, January 30th. The fire is said to have started in the 1970s and was first discovered back in 2012. Officials with Atlantic Carbon announced that the fire was out in September, though it was not confirmed by DEP. The Banks Township meeting will be headed by DEP's Community Relations Coordinator, Colleen Connolly. Hazleton City Council voting last night to table all authority appointing until February. That's to give the public a chance to apply for those positions. Councilwoman Allison Barletta mentioned last year during appointing that an application should be made for residents interested in authority positions that would have the authority and the opportunity to apply.
Very interested in these positions, and we don't know until they come forward. So we actually came up with an application tonight where they can put their name, fill out what seat they're interested in, you know, some of their interests, and then we're going to actually receive them and we'll pick them through that way. So we're all on the same page, which was a great team effort tonight, and I'm very excited for the transparency we have.
Residents applying for those seats are asked to hand in their applications by Friday, February 1st, as those seats will be tabled until Council's meeting February 6th.
So they actually could pick them up in the city clerk's office or actually online. We're going to have them available hopefully within the next few days, and then we can actually send them back into the city clerk's office. She'll timestamp them and then forward them to council.
Seats that will be appointed in February are for Hazleton City Authority, Health Services Authority, and Sewer Authority. Coming up on WYLN News, our Julia Wiegand takes us to a ribbon cutting today in Pottsville. But first, before we go to break, a check on that forecast. Some showery snow leaving a dusting to 3 inches by morning, the low 23. The rain-snow line still not certain for Saturday into Sunday, but all indications are there will be enough to shovel and plow. Stay with us.
It's okay that everybody ignores me when I drive. It's fine, because I get a safe driving bonus check every 6 months I'm accident-free. Because I don't use my cell phone when I'm driving, even though my family does and leaves me all alone. Here's something else. I don't share it with Mom. Right, Mom? I have a brand new putter you don't even know about. It's awesome.
Safe driving bonus checks only from Allstate. Switching to Allstate is worth it.
Visit your local Allstate agent, the McNeilis Agency in Hazleton at 1092 North Church Street, or in Hometown Village Square.
At Grand Central, our family has been supplying your family with quality brand name furniture, mattresses, and appliances for over 3 generations. Whether you choose from our excellent selection of Lazy Boy, Catnapper, or England furniture, or from our fantastic selection of Sealy and Stearns & Foster mattresses, we guarantee total comfort in every room of your home.
With expert advice, everyday low prices, plus interest-free financing for up to 60 months.
From our family to your family.
Grand Central in Hazleton. Everything to make your house a home.
It's time to say goodbye to 2018 and hello to 2019 during the Start Something New sales event at All-American Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. We're celebrating the new year with new savings. Buy a new 2018 Jeep Compass Sport 4x4 with heated seats for only $23,715. Or buy a new 2018 Ram 1500 Crew Cab truck with Ram Cargo Management for $33,552. That's a savings of over $9,400. It's the Start Something New sales event going on now at All-American Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram.
Officials cut the ribbon on a new family, birth, and newborn center today at the Lehigh Valley Hospital Schuylkill East Norwegian Street campus in Pottsville. WYLN's Julia Wiegand was there.
Where do babies come from? Today, the answer to that question in Schuylkill County is its new Family, Birth, and Newborn Center at Lehigh Valley Hospital Schuylkill East Norwegian Street campus. The ribbon was cut today for the hospital's newest arrival, which crews have been working on since July.
I think the big benefit from doing that is having the immediate support available of the large general hospital, right? Because delivering babies sounds very natural to a lot of people, but things can go awry, and when they do, it's nice to have the expertise of people with an ICU and consultants immediately available to us right in the same building, and that's the big plus.
The new center features 15,000 square feet designed with comfort and accessibility in mind, 5 labor delivery rooms, 2 obstetric triage rooms, an OR only a few steps away for C-sections, 9 postpartum rooms where new mothers receive care after delivery in a comfortable space designed for the whole family, and both a general and isolation nursery. Local chair of the OBGYN division for Schuylkill County, David Cruson, said that this new center is one of the most important things that's happened since LVH has come to the community, being the only hospital in the county delivering babies.
Well, I think the best thing is that Lehigh has allowed us to consolidate all of our services into one hospital. So now the community knows we're here, they're here, we're here to stay, we're here to continue to deliver babies into the future. And I think that will be very comforting for new moms who maybe didn't understand what was happening with the two hospitals integrating. It'll kind of put all of those fears to rest and let them feel really comfortable about delivering their baby right here at home.
A theme that's most important for LVHN coming into the community is providing full medical care services for its residents of Schuylkill County.
They don't want to pick off specialty things. They don't want to just have insured patients but not take care of the uninsured patients. They want to take care of everybody that lives here and provide the best services possible. Pretty much like their reputation is over in Allentown, transplanting it here in Schuylkill County. I think it's great.
The new Family Birth and Newborn Center at LVH Schuylkill represents one of the remaining elements of an overall multi-year campus integration, which is designed to align service locations and improve access to those who seek care. The current Family Birth and Newborn Center at the South Jackson Street campus will close when the new facility opens. Additional components of the campus integration are expected to be completed in February. Reporting in Pottsville for WYLN News, I'm Julia Wiegand.
The Hazleton Area School District now has another tool for students to help report threats and also request help for peers who might be dealing with situations such as bullying and suicide. The Safe to Say program originated with the Sandy Hook Promise organization. School districts around the country have implemented the program, including right here in the Greater Hazleton Area School District. Security Director Ed Harry explains how that program works.
And it allows students and adults to send tips in either through a telephone number, through a website, or through a mobile app. When the state passed Act 44 towards the end of last year, one of the things they mandated under Act 44 was that all of the school districts in the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania had to start this program and run the program in their schools. So I think we were the first state to roll it out statewide.
The mobile app is an easy and convenient way for students to convey important messages to authorities while remaining anonymous.
It would be anything from somebody who's contemplating a school shooting or suicide down to somebody being bullied or sexual harassment or alcohol use, tobacco use on campus, just about anything.
Tip then goes to a triage center in Harrisburg through the Attorney General's office and then is sent accordingly to a specific team at the school district.
If it's a non-life-saving tip, they're sent between 6 a.m. and 6 p.m. and they're sent via text message and email. Life-saving tips will go out 24/7 and they will go email, text message, and everyone will get a phone call.
According to Harry, since Safe to Say was implemented at the beginning of the week, over 15 tips have already been received. Thousands of Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program recipients will be receiving their February benefits at the end of this week due to the partial government shutdown. They're cautioned to make those benefits last. State Representative Tara Toohill said that recipients should be aware that this is not a bonus and not an increase in the monthly payment. The early payment must last an undefined period if the shutdown continues. Food pantries are also concerned that people will run out of their benefits, and the food banks are preparing to meet the demand. Disbursements of the benefits normally start at the beginning of the month and run through the first 10 business days. The State Department of Human Services will issue the February benefits on Friday, this Friday, and will be available for use on Saturday. Officials of the Wilkes-Barre-Scranton International Airport were joined by officials from Lackawanna and Luzerne counties today to announce that they're working to help those local federal employees at the airport during the partial government shutdown. Non-perishable food items and other products are being collected and will be distributed to the about 100 employees at the airport who are members of TSA, FAA, and Customs and Border Protection. If you would like to donate, Team AVP Helping AVP bins are set up at the airport. No cash, gift cards, or clothing, however, are being accepted. You can also stop by the Wilkes-Barre-Scranton International Airport this evening and visit the Real ID mobile verification unit to pre-verify for the ID. Starting October 1st, Real ID or a valid passport will be required to visit federal buildings or fly domestic and international flights. PennDOT employees will scan required documents at the airport to pre-verify customers for their IDs, which will be available this spring. The mobile verification unit will be in the terminal building main level tonight until 8 o'clock at the Wilkes-Barre-Scranton International Airport. Coming up on New Angola's News Choice, getting ready for tonight's game and how to shovel properly. Get someone else to do it. Plus, marking down prices at one store so you can save more. Stay with us.
All Care Home Care, providing quality in home care since 1986. Call and see how their team of licensed physical therapists, skilled nurses, speech, and occupational therapists can provide you with exceptional service in the comfort of your own home. They also offer dietitian, home health aide, and medical social worker services. You have a choice in your health care. For safe, friendly, qualified care, call All Care Home Care today and let their team begin taking care of you and your loved ones.
Being a new business is never an easy task, and this market deserves a dealer that guarantees the best price. Some people think our $1,000 low price guarantee could be a hoax, but let me assure you that is false. If we don't have the lowest price on any vehicle in stock, we'll write you a check for $1,000, guaranteed. Check us out on the internet 24/7 at blazehazelton.com. And if that's not the lowest price, print out your lowest price and bring it in and we'll beat it. No need to shop anywhere else. We guarantee the lowest price. Blaze Alexander, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Cadillac, Buick, GMC, and Mazda of Greater Hazelton, home of the new low price guarantee, will beat any deal.
No sooner than the snow melts, it always seems to come back with a vengeance. We're now in the midst of winter, and the forecast keeps calling for more white stuff and icy conditions. The inclement weather keeps chiropractors especially busy this time of year, including Dr. Stacy Sando and Dr. John Dagenhart of Dagenhart Chiropractic in Hazelton. They see an influx of patients with injuries related to shoveling and falls. We spoke with Dr. Stacy, who has advice for those who must go out and brave the harsh weather.
I usually tell my patients that if they have to shovel or if they have to clear off their cars, make sure you're dressed appropriately for the weather. Be hydrated before you go out. Don't just wake up and run out and decide that you're going to shovel off your car or shovel out your driveway, because that is when most injuries do happen. Early in the morning when you go out and you try and shovel real quick, it's that real quick shovel and then you end up leaving work to come in. So definitely you want to be hydrated. You want to be dressed well for the weather, and even if you have 5 extra minutes, do a little bit of stretching or moving around before you get out there.
There are a few techniques and steps to follow to help prevent injuries from clearing snow.
Take 15-minute breaks in between every so many feet. And also, the best type of shovel to use is usually one that has a little bit of a bent handle and that's lighter. Remember, snow gets heavy, so a full shovel of snow could be up to 65 pounds. If you're lifting that for 2 hours while you're out shoveling, you are going to be sore or have a backache after. So it's important to remember lighter shovel, lighter loads on the shovel, and also you want to bend with your knees and keep your back nice and straight when you go to lift that snow. And of course, anything that you could push first.
For many, ice and falls are a major concern.
They do sell yak tracks that you can put on your feet on top of your shoes that you can wear out if you have to go out in like an icier day when the weather is not so nice. I recommend actually keeping a little baggie of rock salt in your pocket, or ice melt in your pocket, or some ashes if you have ashes. Just put it in a little baggie, and when you go to get out of your car, throw some, because a lot of people do fall getting out of their cars. They don't realize it's slippy. They fall getting into their cars. So if you just sprinkle it where you walk, sometimes it's a little bit safer if you have that much of a fear of falling.
If you do sustain an injury, there are several therapies to ease strains and sprains.
And we do apply therapy to that area if they need some type of electrical stimulation therapy to help relax the muscles before we do an adjustment, or maybe some ultrasound therapy to help reduce any inflammation if the sprain strain is that severe.
So if you find yourself a victim of Old Man Winter's mayhem, or just want to maintain a healthy body year-round, you can call Dagenhart Chiropractic at 570-454-2474 or visit them at DagenhartChiro.com. In Hazleton, for WYLN News, I'm Julie Stefanovich.
Northeast Gold and Silver inside the Churchill Mall is paying cash for gold and silver. Top dollar for silver coins, national currency, fine and sterling flatware. Stop in or call them at 570-497-4177.
You've seen university advertising. A student like me pitching you the same old ideas. But I'm not gonna do that.
Instead, I'm gonna tell you what you can do with a Penn State degree. You can help anyone. Go anywhere. Create! And with 20 campuses to choose from, you'll always feel at home.
Look, Penn State is amazing, but your best years are just beginning. Come find out for yourself.
Fast, consistent internet speeds. TV your way. And reliable phone service. All from the one provider who also lives here. Service Electric Cablevision. Connect with us.
WYLN, first in live local sports. The winter sports season is here. Catch these games live on WYLN this week.
Wondering why your Weiss Market closed early last night? They were making changes to their prices. A new low price program was announced today in all 7 states Weiss operates, lowering prices on more than 7,000 products throughout their stores. According to the company, the lower prices are to offer a strong proposition in an increasingly competitive marketplace. And that's the news. Remember, you can always get your news updates on our WYLN News Facebook page. Now stay with us. A look at today's weather is next on WYLN TV.
SJ Kowalski is your Mitsubishi Diamond contractor. They can install a Mitsubishi electric Mr. Slim ductless heating and cooling system. Mr. Slim systems are designed to make any living space in your home inviting. You can have a different temperature control for every room in your home. The money-saving technology can save you 25 to 50% on your heating bill. For Mitsubishi, Rinnai, and trained comfort specialists, call SJ Kowalski at 570-455-2600. watching Wilkes-Barre's Choice for news, weather, and live local sports. WYLN, we're your